Or maybe I've just spent too much time thinking about this. They also tie different social classes to the various elevations, with the upper class being at the top of the hill and the lower class being at the bottom. This has a fair bit of historical basis, as nobles and royalty were often settled at the top of hills as they offered more protection from potential attacks, but here it mostly serves to further create a distinction between the various spots in the city. Quest design even plays a role in making the city more manageable to navigate by having the starting locations for main quests and major side quests all be pretty easy to keep track of. You can pretty much draw a straight line from the Rosemary Thyme to Hierarch Square to Sigismund's Bathhouse to the Passiflora, and these are all places that are extremely significant to the story being told. While there are tons of streets that weave through the city, many end up funneling players down this line through the center of Novigrad, so if you can just have an understanding of that line, you'll typically be able to figure out where to go without needing to overly rely on your minimap. Of course, some players still will just focus on their minimap, but those who don't or even have it turned off completely won't really be that disadvantaged for it. Now, the inclusion of these aspects don't mean that players will never get lost or struggle to find a location, but the general layout and the natural guides the city provides likely will lessen how often it happens. These aspects aren't necessarily things you will actively think of when traversing the city, but they can be felt, and this sort of subtle approach can have a huge impact on how comfortable a player feels within a space. Novigrad's clever design leads to a city that not only feels lived in, but feels lived in by you. And by the end of your quest to find Ciri within it, it goes from a city you thought you'd never understand to one you largely do.